You know that we have a lot of issues in Willowdale, but one major issue that we have in entire country is lack of participation. My question is, what you as a candidate want to do other than what all candidates they do? Door knocking, flyers, newsletters, to encounter this problem and to increase the participation of voters?
That is a great question, Mehdi, and it's something that I'm acutely aware of. I go door to door every day, and what I realize is my greatest opponent is not the other names on the ballot, but it is apathy, lack of interest or passion or even knowledge of what is happening in our community. And so when I meet people, I always say to them, you know, do you ever go to any community consultations? And 99% of the time people say no, they don't. They don't go to any community meetings. And then I ask, well then how can we expect our government to make informed decisions? And so that is always the conversation that I have, that we need to find a way to all participate so that our voices are at the table. That's the only way that government can make effective decisions that are ones that will be welcomed by the community. And one way that I am inspiring the next generation of voters is getting kids to come on out and learn what is democracy, what can they do to participate in a campaign. Even though kids under 18 don't have a vote, they can still impact the outcome of a campaign by supporting a candidate, which is what we're doing today. We have families with kids here. They're making their own little posters. We're going to march down Yonge Street, and then we're going to teach them how to canvass. Because talking to people one at a time, that is how we sow seeds of change. And I would love to have more children learn this, because that's the way we make change in our world.
I know that it's a long-term project, but what I am interested in a short-term solution that starts just now. Because what we see during the campaigns, people, they promises. They talk about the future, but what we as voters, we need to have the trust back. We want to know what the candidates are able to do it starting from now. My question, if the attitude of the candidates, you three candidates in Willowdale, change in your campaign, in the way that you encounter each other, do you think that people are willing to participate more in the election?
I think that Willowdale is so huge. I don't think that anyone is going to be able to communicate to such a large and diverse group of people in a way that will compel them differently en masse. So even if there was a different kind of interaction with me and my opponents, letting other people see that would be incredibly hard. And that's kind of links back to the foundation of my platform, is that we need to be a connected community, because right now we're so disengaged and disconnected. So even how do we communicate an idea, a concept, an issue, or a value to get the whole neighborhood to know? That is the big million-dollar question, and that's something that I'm committed to working on whether or not I win.
Last question. We see a lot of debates, and you're going to see again. And it's always the same issues come up, and the same questions, and the same answers. Are you ready to have meeting with other candidates that you initiate, and you don't talk about the issues, and you talk the issue of campaigning, the attitude of the candidates, the values? Are you ready to take this, the first step for this initiative?
Well, you know, before I was a candidate, during elections, I often would host a roundtable with candidates in the different elections and have discussions with them as neighbors. So it's something that I've actually already been doing before I ran, because I think it's important that we get to know the people whose names are on the ballot beyond just what their platform is, to get to know what their good memories are in Willowdale. Why do they love this community? And so even though I'm not going to be initiating it this time because I am a candidate, I know that NeighborLink North York, the charity that has been hosting it, will do another one, and they will find an unbiased independent moderator to have a roundtable discussion with the candidates that's not about issues.
And me as a candidate, I want to say the last word. With the people that I talk, mostly we are going to decide on the candidate based on values like accountability, transparency, sincerity, leadership. And I want that you, as a candidate, receive this message, and if it's possible for you, to make the changes in the last 40 days of your campaign. Thank you.